Heavy on old mistakes. A guitar cried softly while the city stayed awake. I was halfway through a red wine, trying not to think of you. Memories have a habit of doing what they do. It's just red wine and regret, sitting at my table again. Your ghost walks in every Friday night, hold. One gets warmer as the night goes on, the other never gets old. The bartender knows the story, he can see it in my eyes. Every time the door swings open, hope puts on a disguise. The band plays our old rhythm, slow and dressed in blue. And for a moment I can almost pretend I'm next to you. It's just red wine and regret, sitting at my table again. Your ghost walks in every Friday night, and leaves when the music ends. Red wine and regret, that's all that's left to hold. One gets warmer as the night goes on, the other never gets old. The bottle runs empty, the memory doesn't. And tonight, the memory wins. I was leaning on the bar in a room called After Midnight, watching lonely people dance beneath the fading light. And she came walking through the smoke like she owned the atmosphere. And every man forgot his drink when she appeared. Red wine lips, cold gold eyes, a smile sharp enough to cut through alibis. When she said my name, I never asked her how she knew. Something in the room got darker, something in my chest got loud. Every instinct said walk away, but desire drowned it out. She's a devil in a silk suit, dancing underneath the moon, making good men miss their exits, making wise men fall too soon. Oh, she moves like a slow blues guitar. Every note leaves a scar, and before you know what you're losing, she's already taking your heart. Yeah, she's a devil in a silk suit, and I still want her tonight. She pulled a chair beside me and crossed those dangerous legs, started speaking soft enough to live inside my head. Said she wasn't looking for forever or for names, just a little fire before the rain. The band kept swinging low and mean, the bass line rolled like a long black limousine. And every time she laughed, the whole room leaned away. I knew I was standing at the edge, watching common sense disappear. But some mistakes feel so beautiful. You volunteer. She's a devil in a silk suit, dancing underneath the moon, making good men miss their exits, making wise men fall too soon. Oh, she moves like a slow blues guitar. Every note leaves a scar, and before you know what you're losing, she's already taken your heart. Yeah, she's a devil in a silk suit, and I still want her tonight. Long sustained, another band higher, never rushing, always dangerous. At 4 a.m. she whispered, baby, nothing lasts forever. I laughed and said, neither do storms. She kissed me once, then vanished into dawn, leaving her perfume and the memory of being alive. She's a devil in a silk suit, still dancing in my mind. Years keep passing by the window, but she never leaves behind. Whoa, she moves like a slow blues guitar, one note straight through the heart. And every lonely midnight finds me back where the story starts. Yeah, she's a devil in a silk suit, the finest trouble I ever knew. Some men remember victories, some men remember 1:30 and the room is slow. Bassline rolling deep and low. A cigarette burned in a crystal tray, while the band kept the night at bay. Then she walked out into the rain, without goodbye, without a name. The door closed soft, the silence grew, and suddenly the whole room knew. Some women leave a memory, some women leave a mark. She left something harder to forget. She left a perfume in the dark, still hanging in the air. Every time the lights go low, I swear she's standing there. The night's moved on, the band's gone home, but a ghost remains after all. She left a perfume in the dark, and that's the hardest part. Friday finds me here, same old bourbon, same old chair. The bartender don't ask why, he can read it in my eyes. A slow guitar bends through the smoke, like a promise somebody broke, and every note keeps bringing back the woman I can't get past. She left a perfume in the dark, still hanging in the air. Every time the lights go low, I swear she's standing there. The night's moved on, the band's gone home, but a ghost remains after all. She left a perfume in the dark, and that's the hardest part. Last note falls, her perfume fades, but never enough at all. The ring was painted in silver on the avenue. The band was playing something low and blue. I took my seat where the lonely people hide. Then I saw you on the other side. You look the same, maybe even better now. Time had been kind somehow. You smiled politely like strangers often do, but my heart remembered you. Some wounds don't break you, they just learn how to stay. Quiet through the daylight, louder after 8. I'm just one drink from goodbye, one look from losing my mind, one slow song from believing. We just ran out of time. You moved through the room like a memory I can't leave behind. I'm just one drink from goodbye, and two from changing my mind. The bartender noticed where my eyes would go. He's seen this movie before, I know. You laughed at something somebody said, while 1,000 old nights filled my head. I remembered your hand inside my coat, winter streets and reckless hope, back when forever seemed easy to trust, before forever became dust. Funny how a single moment can undo years of control. One familiar smile and the walls begin to fold. I'm just one drink from goodbye, one look from losing my mind, one slow song from believing. We just ran out of time. You moved through the room like a memory I can't leave behind. I'm just one drink from goodbye, and two from changing my mind. Maybe we were never meant to last. Maybe that's not what hurts. Maybe the hardest thing is knowing the best part of your life already happened first. I'm just one drink from goodbye, one heartbeat from crossing the line, one last chance from saying, baby, let's try one more time. But the band keeps playing and the clock keeps drawing the line. I'm just one drink from goodbye, and tonight goodbye wins this time. You leave, the door closes, the room keeps moving, but for a moment everything leaves with you. The clock on the wall said 2:30. The room wore shadows, dressed in blue. Low conversations, crystal and smoke. 100 promises already broke. I sat alone where the dark feels right, watching strangers disappear in the night. Then she walked in through the velvet haze, and every eye got lost in her wake. The guitar cried soft from the corner stage, like it knew we were turning a page. She didn't smile, she didn't need to. She carried silence like a queen carries a crown. She had smoke on her gloves, fire in her eyes, the kind of beauty that leaves a man nowhere to hide. One look was enough to ruin my alibi. She had smoke on her gloves and trouble by her side. Oh, smoke on her gloves and goodbye in her eyes. She sat down slow and crossed her legs like she had all the time that's left. Ordered bourbon, neat and cold, the way strong stories are usually told. She said, "You look like you've seen some things." I said, "More than a few, less than I dreamed." She laughed once and the whole room changed, like thunder hiding behind the rain. Some people arrive like a memory, some arrive like a warning sign. She had smoke on her gloves, fire in her eyes, the kind of beauty that leaves a man nowhere to hide. One look was enough to ruin my alibi. She had smoke on her gloves and trouble by her side. Oh, smoke on her gloves and goodbye in her eyes. The band slowed down, the night leaned in, the city vanished beyond the glass. For a moment there was no future, no past, just the space between her hand and mine. Sustained bends, the deep vibrato hanging over the bass groove, a haunting melody repeating, each phrase answering the vocal, building tension and falling back into the darkness. She had smoke on her gloves, fire in her eyes, the kind of beauty that leaves a man nowhere to hide. One look was enough to rewrite my whole life. She had smoke on her gloves and trouble by her side. Oh, smoke on her gloves, still burning in my mind. Smoke on her gloves, long after goodbye. The club grew quiet, the bottle stood still. She walked out without looking back. The door closed softly, the guitar played one last note. And somewhere in the sleeping city, I knew I'd spend years trying to forget a woman whose name I never learned. dressed in shadows and gold, a little too quiet, a little too cold. The piano spoke in whispers tonight, while the city disappeared outside. I watch reflections drift through my glass, like old lovers trying not to last. Every face looked halfway gone, like they were waiting for something that already moved on. Funny how success can fill a room and still leave empty space. Funny how a man can win the world and lose one face. I'm the king of almost, the ruler of what could have been. I got close enough to touch forever, but never close enough to keep it in. I've worn expensive smiles, I've learned how to hide the cost. Yeah, everybody sees a winner, but I'm the king of almost. The bartender polished another glass, like he was trying to erase the past. A couple danced beneath the lights, slow enough to make the lonely notice. I remembered a girl with a reckless laugh, the kind that made hard men relax. She used to say, don't think so much. I wish I had listened just once. Now every midnight tells the truth, the daylight leaves unsaid. Some regrets don't live in memory, they live in your chest. I'm the king of almost, the ruler of what could have been. I got close enough to touch forever, but never close enough to keep it in. I've worn expensive smiles, I've learned how to hide the cost. Yeah, everybody sees a winner, but I'm the king of almost. Maybe life ain't measured by the things we hold. Maybe it's the chances we were too afraid to own. Maybe every ghost I carry started as a choice I never made. I'm the king of almost, still sitting on a borrowed throne, surrounded by familiar faces, yet somehow always alone. The band keeps playing softly, while the memories double cross. Yeah, everybody sees a winner, but they don't know the king of almost. The lights grow lower, the glasses grow empty. 2 in the St. James Lounge. The band was sinking deep into the blues. I was nursing a bourbon and a bad week when a newspaper landed in front of me. A man in a gray coat slid into my booth, never asked if the seat was free. Just tapped the front page with his finger and said, "You should read the headline." The date at the top said tomorrow. I laughed and shook my head, said that's a good trick. Then I saw my picture and suddenly felt sick. I was a man in tomorrow's newspaper, front page above the fold. A story the whole city hadn't read yet, a story already told. There I was in black and white, with a secret I couldn't outrun. I was the man in tomorrow's newspaper, and tomorrow hadn't come. The article knew everything, the tie around my neck, the song the band was playing, the brand of cigarettes left. It said at 2:17 a woman would walk through the door and change the course of my whole life forevermore. I looked up at the stranger, but he was watching the clock like he already knew something I did not. Then the minute hand moved, the room went still, and the front door opened against my will. I was the man in tomorrow's newspaper, front page above the fold. A story the whole city hadn't read yet, a story already told. There I was in black and white, with a secret I couldn't outrun. I was the man in tomorrow's newspaper, and tomorrow hadn't come. A woman stepped inside, wearing a long black coat. She looked exactly like the photograph printed beneath the quote. She crossed the room, stopped at my table, and smiled like she knew me well. Then she whispered, "Don't trust the man beside you." The chair across from me was empty. The gray coat was gone. Only the newspaper remained, folded open to my name. I was a man in tomorrow's newspaper, reading words not yet alive, trying to change an ending before it arrived. The city kept spinning, the band kept playing on. I was the man in tomorrow's newspaper, and tomorrow had begun. The last thing I saw before the lights went dim was a new headline slowly appearing where the old one had been. 3 a.m. in a room called Blue Velvet. The band was playing soft and slow. I was killing time with a glass of bourbon, watching the city through the smoke. Then a woman sat down beside me like she'd been expected all along. She looked at me and smiled before the first word was spoken. She said, "I know things about you." I laughed and said, "Baby, everybody says that." But she knew the name of my first dog, the street where I grew up, and the scar on my left hand. She knew my future before I knew her name. She knew every road I traveled, every loss and every gain. She looked across the table like she'd already seen it through. Lord, tell me why the woman with my future looks so much like you. She said, "Next July you'll leave this city, buy a ticket west." She named the town, the street, the house, even the color of the dress of a woman I had never met. I tried to laugh it off, but every detail sounded true, like she was reading pages I hadn't lived yet. Then she reached inside a handbag and slid a photograph to me. My hand started shaking when I saw what she'd brought. She knew my future before I knew her name. She knew every road I traveled, every loss and every gain. She looked across the table like she'd already seen it through. Lord, tell me why the woman with my future looks so much like you. It was me, 20 years older, standing beside a woman I'd never seen before. On the back were 4 words: trust her when she comes. She knew my future, every chapter, every page, every dream I'd abandoned, every heartache, every change. Then she stood up smiling as the band played something blue and disappeared into the darkness. Before I could ask the truth, yeah, she vanished into the darkness like she was never passing through. I looked up from the photograph. The chair was empty, the door never opened, the room never changed. Only one thing remained: the picture in my hand. through the city light. I sat alone where the whiskey shadows stay, watching old memories drift away. A woman laughed somewhere beyond the smoke, like a promise the midnight nearly broke. Her perfume lingered in the velvet air, but when I turned around, she wasn't there. The band played low, the room stood still, a slow guitar crying against its will. Every note hanging like a black silk tie, suspended beneath the tired sky. And the night keeps calling my name, like a long-lost friend from a dangerous game. I've worn these scars like a gentleman's suit, polished and pressed tight in every bruise. Oh, the night knows all my sins, every place I've been, every road I've been in. Still I walk with grace through the blue, just a lonely gentleman passing through. The bartender nodded, he knew my face. We both seen time leave without a trace. 100 stories buried in a glass, 1,000 dreams that couldn't last. She used to dance beneath the amber glow, moving so slow. Only heartbreak knows the room would fade whenever she smiled for a little while. Now her photograph lives inside my coat, like a forgotten line from an old love note. The corner's worn by restless hands and years I never planned. And the night keeps calling my name, like a long-lost friend from a dangerous game. I've worn these scars like a gentleman's suit, polished and pressed tight in every bruise. Oh, the night knows all my sins, every place I've been, every road I've been in. Still I walk with grace through the blue, just a lonely gentleman passing through. Smoky room, long sustained notes floating over rose chords, deep vibrato answering the heart of the vocal, each phrase speaking where words cannot. Some men run from the dark inside, some men gamble and some men hide, but I've learned the shadows tell the truth more than daylight ever could. Every regret became a flame, every mistake carved out my name, and every lonely midnight mile taught me how to wear a smile. Yes, the night keeps calling my name, and I answer back just the same. With a glass half full and a heart half gone, still standing here, still moving on. Oh, the night knows all my sins, the losses and the wins, but the blues keeps teaching me what to do when the world grows cold and untrue. The rain slows down outside the door, the band plays softer than before. One last guitar side fades from view. I straighten my coat, finish my drink, and and disappear into the blue. Into the blue. Into the blue. Into the blue. She came in wearing danger slow, red lipstick on the midnight gold, high heels tapping like a loaded gun. Every eye froze when she crossed the room. The piano man forgot his chords, bartender nearly dropped the pour, and me, halfway drunk on losing faith, couldn't look away from that hurricane face. She sat down close enough to burn, said, boy, some fires never learn. Then she stole my cigarette, like she already on my death. The kick drum hit like a heartbeat bruise, and the whole damn club turned blue. The devil danced in red tonight, right beneath those smoky lights. She moved slow like sin in heels, every touch too sharp to heal. Her kiss tasted like gasoline, sweetest poison I've ever seen. Lord, I knew I should've ran, but the devil danced, and I gave in. Bassline heavy like train tracks, dragging my soul somewhere black. Snare cracked hard through velvet air, while she pulled me deeper in a stare. She whispered low against my skin, good man never let me win. I said, baby, I ain't good no more. She smiled like thunder before war. Then she climbed onto the dance floor slow, like she knew the room would lose control. Every shadow leaned away, even God looked down afraid. The roads kept moaning underneath, like the blues itself couldn't sleep. The devil dancing red tonight, right beneath those smoky lights. She moves slow like a switchblade dream, tearing holes through everything. Her body burned like outlaw flame. One touch and nothing stayed the same. Lord, I knew I should've ran, but the devil danced, and I gave in. Just low blue lights and heart attacks. She grabbed my hand and pulled me near, said, baby, heaven don't belong here. Then she vanished with the rain outside, left whiskey tears and neon lights. But every night that band plays slow, I still see red inside the smoke. The devil danced in red tonight, still haunting every song I write. That dress, those lips, those dangerous eyes, still burning underneath my mind. Now the club closes near dawn, but that woman still ain't gone. Every blues man understands, sometimes the devil just wants to dance. The devil just wants to dance. Rain falls gold against the window pane, like the city trying to hide its pain. Black suit hanging sharp across my frame, but lonely men still ache the same. Bartender polishing crystal clean, like he's wiping fingerprints from a scene. Smoke hangs low beneath chandelier light, and every face looks tired tonight. There's a woman singing soft near the bar, about broken dreams and expensive cars, and the piano bleeds through every chord, like a confession nobody can afford. Then you walk in wearing midnight blue, and suddenly the room belongs to you. No sudden movement, no wasted grace, just danger written across your face. Baby, you move like smoke over candle flames, slow and beautiful and hard to name. Your touch lands soft, but it cuts right through, like old dark blues under brand new suits. Oh, darling, you got those long goodbyes tonight, cold champagne and city lights, and I keep my voice calm like a gentleman should, while your love drags me under slow and good. Bassline rolling thick beneath the room, like thunder moving through velvet gloom. Kick drum steady like a heavy heart, trying real hard not to fall apart. Your red lipstick stains the rim of glass, like proof some fires weren't built to last. You lean close enough to steal my breath, and smile sweet as elegant death. The drummer eyes that backbeat clean like a train, disappearing through old dreams. And every note my guitar bends tonight feels like another sleepless night. Your perfume drifts through bourbon air, like temptation wrapped inside a prayer. And every lonely soul in this old lounge knows some women leave you burning cold. Baby, you move like smoke over candle flames, slow and beautiful and hard to name. Your kiss tastes dark like vintage wine. One more sip what's left is mine. Oh, darling, you wear heartbreak elegant and smooth like sadness tailored just for you. And I keep standing tall like gentlemen do, while quietly coming undone for you. Built these walls from discipline and pride, learning how to keep the storm inside, how to shake hands clean and hide the scars under polished shoes and expensive bars. But your eyes, Lord, your eyes, they saw every crack beneath the charm, like you knew exactly where I was weak. Footsteps only lost men know. Baby, you move like midnight dressed in black. One slow kiss and there's no turning back. And if this whole thing tears me apart, at least you reach the deepest part. Oh darling, let the bass line roll till closing time. Let the neon drown what's left of pride. And if tomorrow leaves me alone again, I'll still hear your heels in my head. Ashes on the piano, smoke in my lungs, your name in every song. Corner table near the back of the room, same old whiskey, same old soup. Rain outside on the avenue signs, city bleeding silver tonight. People talk but I don't say much. Some wounds still hurt when strangers touch. And every song this old band plays sounds like ghosts from better days. Waitress smiles while she pours my drink, like she already knows what I think. A man gets quiet after enough loss, after enough bridges burned and crossed. Then the piano drops into a minor key, and the whole room leans into memory. Ain't nobody dancing anymore, just lonely hearts listening for war. I'm the man who never runs, even when the night gets cold, even when the hurt comes hard like thunder shaking no bones. And I wear this pain like tailored black, smooth outside, no turning back. But Lord knows underneath this calm, there's a wildfire holding on. straight through polished leather boots. Young couple dancing near the stage, still believe in love don't change. I smile slow, then look away. Some lessons cost too much to say. Your old memory walks through my head like cigarette smoke under dim red. And every chord from the roads tonight pulls your shadow back to life. Some people heal, some people hide, some people drown slowly inside. And every gentleman learns somehow how to bleed without making sound. I'm the man who never runs, even when goodbye cuts deep, even when the silence burns and steals another night of sleep. I keep my voice low and controlled, like old jazz records dipped in gold. But every note this guitar cries still sounds like you tonight. I used to think strength meant stone, never letting sorrow show. But midnight teaches different things to tired hearts and broken kings. Keeps falling steady and slow, like footsteps only lonely men know. I'm the man who never runs, but tonight I came close to leaving, close to leaving. One more drink, one more song, one more reason to keep breathing. If tomorrow never comes, at least I stood my ground tonight, with my black tie straight and my blues alive under these neon lights. A gentleman don't always win, but he never runs. Rain on the window, smoke in the air. Everybody hiding something in here. Bartender polishing the same old glass, like he's trying to wipe away the past. I got your number folded in my coat, your last goodbye still caught in my throat. And every slow chord from that roads tonight feels like your shadow under blue light. I told myself I'd let you go, but midnight don't move that slow. Kick drum heavy like a warning sign, snare cut straight through my spine. Midnight don't love nobody, it just leaves your heart out in the rain. Takes every little piece slowly, Sends the blues crawling through your veins, and your memory keeps calling every time the lights go low. Lord, I swear I hear you breathing in every note this guitar throws. There's a woman dancing along stage right, red dress glowing in cigarette light. But every smile inside this room still somehow turns back into you. Bassline dragging like tired chains, ghost notes falling soft like pain, and this old guitar keeps talking back like it knows things I still lack. I play one note, it says your name. I play two more, nothing changed. I head ticking like a late night clock while my soul keeps missing the stop. Oh, midnight don't love nobody, it just leaves your heart out in the rain. Takes every little piece slowly and sends the blues crawling through your veins, and your memory keeps calling every time the lights go low. Lord, I swear I hear you breathing and every note this guitar throws. Two dark souls in a neon dive, trying hard just to feel alive. Now the club's near closing time, still hearing echoes in my mind. And somewhere underneath this groove, I still ain't learned how to lose you. Midnight don't love nobody, but tonight it's holding on to me. That old snare cracks like thunder while your ghost moves through the melody, and every slow bend from this sixth string still bleeds black and blue. Yeah, the night keeps getting colder, but these blues still burn for you. There's a man at table 9, wearing yesterday's suit and borrowed time, silver ring, tired eyes, counting chips like counting lies. Dealer says your luck ran dry, he just laughs and pours more rye, and every card he lays face down sounds like another nail in the ground. The whole club leans toward the flame, everybody here knows his name. Kick drum while the night keeps stealing souls. Oh, the gambler at table 9 bet his heart on the wrong damn life. Now the blues got both his hands and whiskey running through his plans. Every queen turned into smoke, every promise finally broke. Still he plays like he can win against the dark closing in. A woman dressed in velvet black sat beside him, never looked back. Said, baby, luck don't love no man. He smiled and kissed her hand. Bassline rolling deep and mean, like a storm beneath the scene. Snare cracks cutting through the haze, like old sins calling his name. Then the house lights flickered twice. Somebody whispered, pay the price. But he kept those cards held tight, like they might save his life tonight. Hi-hat ticking soft like doubt, while the clock keeps running out. Oh, the gambler at table 9 bet his soul on one last night. Now the blues sits on his chest, like a shadow he can't confess. Every dollar drowned in flame, every lover left the game. Still he plays like he can win against the dark closing in. Still, dealer waiting for the kill. He turned the final card around, and every breath got swallowed down. Ace of hearts, dead silence. Then the gambler slowly smiled, like a broken, reckless child. Grabbed his coat and walked outside, straight into the neon night. Yeah, the gambler at table 9, still alive somehow tonight. But the blues don't ever quit once they get inside your skin. Now the band plays low and slow, while the cold rain starts to fall. And somewhere down the midnight street, he's still betting against it all. Rain came down like broken glass across the windows of the after-hours jazz. You walked in slow through the neon blue, like the night had been waiting on you. Black dress shining under candle smoke, eyes so tired they almost spoke. And every man inside that room felt the temperature suddenly move. smile like a small disaster, and the whole damn room slowed after. The drummer kept time soft and low, but my heartbeat lost the groove below. Velvet rain at 2 a.m., your touch falling over my skin. Slow blues crawling through the dark, like a match flame searching for a spark. Every kiss tasted bittersweet, like lonely souls in bourbon heat. Girl, we burned without a sound, while the whole world drowned around us down. Bassline rolling thick and deep, like secrets buried under city streets. Roads chords hanging cold in air, like old prayers nobody hears. You lean close and whispered low, some hearts ain't built for hope. I tried laughing through the pain, but your eyes already carried rain. And somewhere near the back room light, an old man sang about goodbye. His voice cracked like worn out stone, like he'd spent years sleeping alone. The hi-hat breathed like distant ties, while your shadow danced inside the fire. Velvet rain at 2 a.m., your touch falling over my skin. Slow blues crawling through the dark, like a dying train through a broken heart. Every word you gave to me sounded like sweet tragedy. Girl, we burned without a sound, while the whole world drowned around us down. Now the club is almost empty, only ghost and whiskey left. Your chair still turned toward the stage, like your memory missed the exit. And I still play these midnight songs, trying to find where we went wrong. But the blues already knows the truth. Some nights were born to lose. Velvet rain at 2 a.m., still falling through my head again. Your perfume lingers in the dark, like smoke trapped inside my heart. The band plays softer than before, one last echo across the floor, and my guitar slowly breaks down, while the city keeps spinning around. You walked in late with danger on your lips, black silk moving on your hips. Whole room froze when you cross that floor, like they'd seen heartbreak here before. Bartender whispered, don't get close, but whiskey already had my soul. You smiled slow through the cigarette haze and turned my blood into a blaze. You said, baby, dance with me, like temptation dressed elegantly. Hi-hat ticking like a countdown clock, my heartbeat hitting every snare shot. So give me one more dance before the fall, one more night before we lose it all. Hold me close while the band plays blue, like the world ain't ending me and you. That bass line shaking through the floor feels like we've lived this life before. Girl, your touch burns slow and small, so give me one more dance before the fall. Your shadow moved beneath red light, like a sinner praying in the night. Every step matched the groove so tight, kick and snare cutting black and white. I could feel your heartbeat lean somewhere underneath the strings, and every note my guitar cried sounded like your darker side. You whisper low against my skin, some loves ain't built to win. Ghost notes rolling soft beneath, while your perfume steals my sleep. So give me one more dance before the fall, one more kiss against the wall. Let the slow blues drown the room till there's nothing left but me and you. That old road's humming warm and low, like a secret only midnight knows. Girl, your eyes say it all, so give me one more dance before the fall. Drop down low, snare cracked hard, lights move slow, and for one last perfect song, we forgot where we went wrong. So give me one more dance before the fall, before the night takes back it all. Hold me like the dawn won't come, like broken hearts still overcome. And if love dies when morning calls, let it die inside these walls, with the blues still standing tall after one last dance before the fall. Downtown burning under midnight rain, taxi lights running through the pain. I was leaning on the bar half dead, trying to drink your memory out of my head. And she walked in with a crooked smile, like trouble dressed in perfect style. Black leather boots, cold green eyes, looking like the queen of alibis. She said, "You play?" I said, "Sometimes." She said, "Good. Tonight I need a crime." Snare hit hard like a warning shot. My heart beat tight in a parking lot. Neon hearts and empty guns, that's what we became tonight. Two lost souls on the edge of ruin, trying hard to feel alive. Your kiss tasted wild and dangerous, like gasoline under club lights. But Lord, we burned too fast to save. But damn, we look good in the flame. Baseline rolling low and thick, like bad decisions, brick by brick. She danced close in the smoky blue, like she already knew the truth. Outside, sirens painted red. Inside, slow blues filled the air instead. And every band my guitar cried felt like running out of places to hide. Then she leaned into my chest, whispered soft, "Don't ask questions yet." I said, "Baby, I stopped asking why." The night I learned love can lie. Ticking soft like time, while the fingers tangled into mine. Neon hearts and empty guns, that's what we became tonight. Two dark angels falling reckless through the smoke and flashing lights. And the way you moved against me made the whole room disappear, like the blues itself was breathing every time you pulled me near. Stained my collar again. You laughed while thunder split the sky, like we were born to crash and die. Then black cars rolled around the block, heavy footsteps, ticking clocks. You kissed me once and stepped away, without a single word to stay. Now it's neon hearts and empty guns, echoing inside my mind. That old snare still cracks like lightning. Every night past closing time, and somewhere in this city darkness, your ghost still wears that smile, while my guitar keeps bleeding slowly, one blue note at a time. Midnight dripping from the chandelier light, whiskey shadows moving soft through the night. You walked in slow with a dangerous smile, like heartbreak dressed in gentleman style. My old black jacket still smells like rain, old sin sleeping deep in the grain. Band plays low while the room turns blue. Every lonely man keeps staring at you. The bartender knows my name, like a preacher knows a sinner's shame. Baby, slide closer through the smoke and neon glow. This old heart still burns beneath the winter cold. I speak softly, but the devil hears every word I say. Love ain't heaven in this dark cabaret. Baseline crawling like a black Cadillac, slow chrome thunder rolling down the track. Your red lipstick on a crystal glass, like a crime scene nobody wants to ask. The drummer leans hard on the backbeat tonight, snare hits cutting through the dim gold light. My voice hangs low like a closing door, a rich man's sorrow on a marble floor. Touch my hand without a sound, like mercy finally coming around. Oh, baby, slide closer through the smoke and neon glow. This old heart still burns beneath the winter cold. I speak softly, but the devil hears every word I say. Love ain't heaven in this dark cabaret. Every king loses something he can't replace. Every strong man hides ghosts behind his face. I built these walls from bourbon and pride, still your eyes walk straight inside. Now the club grows quiet near closing time. Last slow dances moving out of rhyme. Your silhouette fades into the door, but your perfume still lives in the floor. Outside the city bleeds black and gold. Street lights flicker, tired and cold. I light one last cigarette alone, like a gentleman returning to stone. Baby, slide closer through the smoke and neon glow. This old heart still burns beneath the winter cold. I speak softly, but the devil hears every word I say. Love ain't heaven in this dark cabaret. Love ain't mercy. Love ain't clean, just black tie blues and a broken king. floor lounge at the Avalon Crown. Gold ashtrays, velvet curtains down. Rich men floating through cigar smoke, laughing loud at private jokes in the corner near the bar. Underneath the dying star sat a pianist dressed in black, playing songs that poor folks back. Not one wrinkle crossed his face, not one sip, not one mistake. And strangest thing about the man, Lord, the pianist never blinked. Every note fell cold and slow, like secrets buried long ago. And every woman near the stage looked hypnotized and half afraid. Oh, the pianist never blinked, just stared straight through everybody's dream, playing dark blues, soft and low, like he already knew your soul. And every lonely heart in town ended up inside that sound, where memories rose like cigarette smoke, and old regrets move beautiful. White silk gloves, no last name, sat beside the grand piano light, watching him the whole damn night. Then she whispered near his ear, aren't you tired after all these years? He smiled once but never spoke, just played slower than before. The bass rolled deep beneath the room, like thunder trapped inside perfume, and every glass froze halfway raised when she finally said his name. Lord, the chandeliers went dim and blue, like the whole club felt it too. Something ancient in the air, something no prayer could repair. Oh, the pianist never blinked, while the woman stood there trembling weak, like she'd seen a ghost return from somewhere underneath the earth. And every lonely soul that night felt the room grow strange and tight, as the dark blues drifted on, long after midnight should have gone. Then she cried, you died in 1965. But the pianist kept playing without lifting his eyes. Slow chords, cold hands, nobody moved, nobody ran. Oh, the pianist never blinked till the final note dissolved complete. Then he vanished with the smoke, like the room had dreamed the whole thing. Now every winter people claim, if the rain falls just the same, you can still hear dark blues flow from the lounge below. Every night, ooh. Station lights flicker blue and gold. Rain cut sharp through the cold. I got whiskey on my breath and your goodbye in my chest. Train tracks singing down below, like old ghosts moving slow. Everybody's going somewhere, I got nowhere left to go. So I ride that last train to nowhere, smoking neon in the air. Every mile keeps pulling me further from your memory. Oh darling, love burns slow when it dies, like city lights and tired eyes. And every lonely bluesman knows some hearts never make it home. Old man sleeping by the door, hair pulled low against the storm. Woman crying 2 seas down, trying hard not to make a sound. And me, I just stare through the glass, watching midnight drift past, like your lipstick on my collar, still refusing to fade black. Yeah, I ride that last train to nowhere, baseline heavy like despair. Every chord keeps telling me you were never meant to keep. Oh darling, now the night moves cold and slow, and the wheels keep rolling low. Yes, every lonely bluesman learns some flames only live to burn. Yeah. Last train, still rolling. Last train, still rolling. Bartender wipes the silence slow, like he's cleaning ghosts. Nobody knows your perfume still hangs in booth 16, like a crime scene dressed in burgundy. a crack in the mirror behind the gym. Looks like every place I've ever been. And the band plays low, like they know my name. Every note dripping silver flame. Baby, love don't leave in a straight line. It curls like smoke in neon light. One slow kiss can ruin a man. Still I'd let you do it twice. Oh darling, you move like danger dressed divine. Velvet after midnight, velvet after midnight. Light of dancing in your hand. Every eye turned quiet at once, like the room obeyed command. You sat down close, but not too near. That kind of distance cut severe. Said a man like you should know better. I laughed and ordered us another. Then the bass rolled deep, like a train downstairs. And your shadow moved through cigarette air. Baby, love don't leave in a straight line. It stains the soul like old red wine. One soft touch can wreck a king. Still I'd crawl back every time. Oh darling, you move like danger dressed divine. Velvet after midnight, velvet after midnight. Now the city sleeps in dirty blue, taxi lights and broken truth, but your voice keeps haunting every room like perfume trapped inside of the tomb. And I know morning always kills a spell, but heaven sure can look like hell.
Love don't leave with mercy sign.
It burns real slow and takes its time.
still shines like a diamond knife. Oh, darling, you move like danger dressed divine. Velvet after midnight, velvet after midnight. The glass is empty one by one, streetlights fading to the dawn, and somewhere in the smoking blue, I'm still dancing slow with you. I turned the dial through the noise and pain, till a low voice crawled through the rain. He said, every sinner listening tonight, pull your car over by the roadside light. His voice sounded rough, warm, thin, like a man who wrestled hell and sin. Snare cracked slow through the speaker haze, bass rolled deep like southern trains, and that preacher sang instead of spoke, like every word came wrapped in smoke. He said, love's a knife with a velvet grip. One slow kiss sinks the ship. Then the guitar cried sharp and blue, like it knew exactly what I'd do. Midnight radio preacher, talking straight through my soul. Every word cuts deeper than the whiskey I pour, and the backbeat keeps rolling like tires down a dark highway. Lord, that lonely voice knows me better than I know myself today. Gas station glowing out in the dark, moths flying circles round the sparks. I sat alone with a paper cup while that old voice kept rising up. He sang, some women leave like hurricanes, some men hide heartbreak inside their veins, and laugh low through the static hum, like he knew where I came from. Kick drum heavy, hi-hat thin, ghost notes dancing underneath the rim. Rose chords floating soft and black, like memories I can't take back. Yeah, thunder rolling across the plains, his voice moving through the rain, and every bit from that guitar string felt like somebody remembering. Midnight radio preacher, still bleeding through the night. Every song gets darker when your soul can't find the light, and this old road keeps running through the sins I can't outrun. Last slow chord through the static glow. above the station line, where the windows shake all night. Every evening people pay just to hear me play. Oh, businessmen in expensive coats, lonely women wearing gold. They drink bourbon by the glass while I auction off the past. I sing about California sky, purple dusk and summer nights. Half the room closes their eyes, like they almost feel alive. But I ain't seen a sunset in 15 years, since the city traded heaven for smoke and steam. So I sell sunsets to strangers, paint them gold with blues and lights, make them think the world still glows somewhere outside. Oh, every note's a memory, every chord's a fading light, and everybody needs somebody to make the dark feel less like night. There's a girl who comes around at 10, never says where she's been. Red lipstick, silver rings, looks like trouble dressed to sing. She sits alone beside the stage, watching me like turning pages. Says play me somewhere beautiful, so I do. I give her oceans made of fire, desert skies and telephone wires, palm trees bending in the heat, sun melting in the city streets. And for a minute, this broken room feels less like dying and more like June. So I sell sunsets to strangers, cheap dreams wrapped in melodies. Everybody here's pretending they got somewhere else to be. Oh, the night keeps getting colder, but the band plays warm and slow. And some people buy forgiveness just to keep from going home. Then she asked me softly, do you believe the things you sing? I laughed and drained my whiskey, said I believe in anything that helps a heart keep beating. So I sell sunsets to strangers, one last glow before the dark, trying to keep a little color inside these tired hearts. And when the final note is fading and the club turns out the lights, I still hear applause like thunder in the silence of the night. I'll sell another sunset
to someone trying not to disappear.
He moves slow to the rhythm and smoke. Every man there nearly choked. Bartender froze with a bottle mid-air, like he forgot what planet we were on there. Snare cracked hard on 2 and 4. She kept moving closer to the floor. Bass rolled thick beneath the sway, like the room itself obeyed. Then she looked straight over at me. Lord, that woman was catastrophe. One small smile cut clean and deep, like a knife wrapped in velvet sheets. She sat beside me, crossed her legs, said, "You look like beautiful wreckage." Voice low, rough, dipped in sin, and the whole night pulled me in. Roads floating underneath the haze, like fire glowing through a grave. That guitar cried sharp and slow, like it already knew the road. She walked in wearing thunder, lightning underneath her skin. One kiss pulled me under, now I'll never breathe again. And that backbeat hit like danger, every snare cracked through my chest. Lord, I knew I shouldn't want her, but bad love always feels the best. Rain kept falling outside the club, like heaven trying to cover us up. She danced close under neon red, one hand sliding round my neck. Band locked tighter, groove got mean. Darkest blues I ever seen. Every ghost note from that snare sounded like a warning prayer. Then she whispered in my ear, "You don't survive women like me, dear." But her lips were already on mine, and I crossed every line. Maybe some fires burn too bright, maybe some hearts love losing fights. Maybe lonely men like me need a little beautiful tragedy. She walked in wearing thunder, storm clouds wrapped around her soul. Every touch pulled me deeper, till I lost all self-control. And this guitar keeps crying lonely, every note cuts black and blue. Last call ringing through the smoke, still motel near a river bend where nobody checks out in the end. Bellboy smiles like he's carved in stone, calls every stranger welcome home. The elevator groans like tired lungs, jazz leaks through the walls half drunk, and every hallway smells the same, dust, perfume, and old champagne. I only meant to stay one night, escape the city, clear my mind. But the woman at the front desk smiled and said, "Sir, you've been here your whole life." Then the ceiling fan turned slow, like the hands of a dying clock. And somewhere far below, a blues guitar cried non-stop. Oh, this hotel forgot time, yesterday in a mild blur of light. Every room keeps somebody's ghost, every mirror hides another life. And the band downstairs keeps playing like the night will never end. Lord, you can leave your suitcase packed, but your soul checks in instead. Room 304 had no sunrise, just endless rain beyond the blind. Black and white TV flickering low, showing places that don't exist anymore. I met a man in a velvet suit, sipping whiskey without a bruise. Said he arrived in 1979, still waiting for his wife. Barefoot on the wooden floor, hum a melody soft and strange, like memory losing shape. And every passing hour felt thinner than smoke, like reality itself was beginning to fold. Oh, this hotel forgot time, every sign. Every stranger here's pretending they still got a place outside. While the old blues singer whisper through a microphone of gold, some people disappear so slowly nobody notices they're gone. I tried to leave at break of dawn, but the street outside was gone. Just endless fog and trumpet cry floating underneath dead skies. Then the front desk woman said, "Sir, your room is paid for eternity." Oh, this hotel forgot time. Maybe that's why people stay. No more futures left to lose, no more goodbyes left to say. Just soft piano in the darkness and glasses clinking in the blue. Where every lonely soul keeps dancing long after life is through. Slow guitar sting, still waiting for you. Slow guitar sting, still waiting for you. 3 a.m. on the edge of town, neon graveyard glowing down, broken motel buzzing blue. Every road still leads to you. Kick drum heavy like a tired heart, road drifting cold through the dark. Walked inside that empty bar, still carrying your last scar. Bartender not a poured it straight, said that woman changed your fate. I laughed low but my hand still shook like an old man haunted by a bug. There was smoke hanging thick as sin, slow ghosts moving through the gym, and every mirror on the wall made me look half dead and small. That snare hit hard on 2 and 4, like somebody kicking down a door. And your memory moved through me like a chain beneath the sea. This whole city's a neon cemetery. Love goes bad and gets buried easy. Every late night sign still burns your name. Every drink still tastes the same. And this guitar cries long and blue, like it still belongs to you. Slow heartbreak in minor key. Baby, what you did still lives in me. Outside thunder split the sky. Taxi lights roll slowly by. A woman dancing near the stage moved like fire trapped in a cage. Band locked deep into the groove. The whole room swaying without a move. Bassline thick as midnight oil, dragging souls down through the floorboards. Then she sang in a low dark tone. Sounded too much like back home. For 1 second through the haze, I thought you came back again. Roads got fuller, lights went red. Every drum raised up the head, and my heartbeat turned uneven like the devil started breathing. This whole city's a neon cemetery. Dreams die young and disappear easy, but your shadow still walks these streets every night inside the beat. And this guitar keeps calling slow for a love that won't let go. Last slow chord, snare fades thin. Night walks out, the blues walk in.
Downtown burning in rainy gold, taxi tires and winter smoke. I stepped inside the Palais Rouge, where the rich come dressed to lose. Black tie women, diamond teeth, laughing like catastrophe. Every table hiding sins under candlelight and gin. Then you walk through the velvet dark. Red lips, eyes like loaded cards. Whole room froze when you passed by. Like trouble suddenly wore high heels tonight. And the drummer hit that backbeat slow, like a warning nobody told. Girl, your smile felt criminal before you even said hello. It was a dance floor full of alibis, everybody lying with expensive eyes, slow dancing like they never broke a heart, while the bass kept falling apart. Oh, darling, you move smooth as a getaway car. Perfume, danger, and Cuban cigars. And every lonely gentleman knew the most beautiful people tell the darkest truths. You said your husband owned the town, but never came when the sun went down. So you drank French blues and smoked too much, trying not to think about love. I said, baby, that makes two. Then your heel slid under my shoe, and suddenly the room got tight, like God himself dimmed the lights. Outside, sirens painted blue, across the club and over you, but nobody moved an inch. We were too deep inside the myth. Baseline shaking crystal glass,